I'm just dropping off at the Saanich Peninsula Hospital. I just had a $550 night. It was quite busy. I have done 28 trips. 28 trips, and I'm quite tired. That's the Sunday of the Labor Day weekend. Now it's Labor Day. I wish I could negotiate to not get so many calls and not be rushed so much. That's what I would like. It's about a 15-minute drive, and I've got 20 minutes, and I got to fuel up. Well, if I'm a few minutes late, so what? It doesn't matter. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, we're still, naturally, we don't have enough drivers, and there are a lot of kids in town because the university is going to be, the university term will be starting really soon. And, they've changed this around a little bit here. They're doing construction. Okay. Well, now I'll get on the highway. $550 night. Yep, that's more than the lease for the whole week in one night. The lease on the car. So everything I make from now on, all week, will go right in my pocket. Except, of course, the fuel. And I think I burned about $40 worth of fuel tonight. So yeah, the rest of the week, everything goes in my pocket except the fuel. Not bad. And what's the fuel gonna be? Maybe $100, $120. I'll get that before half of tomorrow night is done. Yeah, early on in the night I had a trip to the ferries, and when I saw that there were about 10 cars there already, I decided not to wait around. Yeah. Well, I don't have much else to talk about this time, except that I am getting tired. Oh, come on and focus. Shit. I'm at the airport. The time is now 10:51 on a Monday night, Labor Day. I just dropped off, there she is. I just dropped off a customer who is looking to meet her friend who's coming in on a plane, I guess a little later tonight. And they keep delaying the flight. Oh, we should check the zones. There's nobody in zone 95. That means that the ferry probably came in already. And if there were any cars out there, they're gone. Does that mean that somebody might still be waiting there? I don't think so. I don't think so. According to this thing, there's only 4 drivers not on a trip right now. Well, 5. And I'm the only one out here on the peninsula. And there's 4 others that are not on a trip right now. That means we're probably busy in town. That means that all the cars, except for 5 of us, have passengers at the moment. Yeah. Well, not much else to say except that I've got the rest of the night ahead of me. And I'll let you know at the end of the night how it went. Hopefully. You all know that little drive I do from the airport. That drive from the airport departures and onto the highway. Well, as soon as I got on the highway, I was being sent back to the airport to pick someone else up. And it turned out that these 2 men came into town, and they had been traveling for quite a while. They had a long drive first, and then they had a flight from up north. They had with them sample bags of rocks, and they told me that they were geologists. And I told them, hey, I studied geology way back when. One of them said, your life would have been a lot different had you become a geologist. Whatever he meant by that. Anyways, I've had a busy enough night. $450. And I did a couple of pro bono fares as well for a friend of mine. Anyways, I'm done for the night. I had a couple of trips that could have been good ones, but I got them at the very end, and I knew that had I taken them, I would not have been able to finish on time to get to the chiropractor. Oh, I suppose I could have. No, I couldn't. Because I got to wash the car too. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to the car wash at 6 Mile Shell. I'm going to wash the car, and then I'm going to go deposit some money, and then I'm going to detail the interior and, you know, that kind of stuff. Then I'm going to go home, and I'm going to walk to the chiropractor's. This time I'm going to have a realignment, which I should have had last week. But the girl who does the scheduling made a mistake. It happens. So this time I will have my alignment instead of last week when I should have had it. And that's that. Okay. Time is now 5:53 in the morning. It's Wednesday morning, and I just dropped off at the airport. What a night. I was busy until 1 o'clock. It was always one right after another, and the next call was often far away, and it was just pretty rude. And then between 1:30 and 3:30, I had a break. The break lasted 2 hours. And I started watching something on my phone, and naturally I fell asleep because I'm sleep deprived. Then at 4 o'clock I started getting busy. And I kept getting short trips. I got short trip. Had a bunch of short trips. And then when I was just contemplating, thinking about finishing up, I got one more call. And that one more call came here to the airport from downtown. $59 on the clock with a $10 tip, $69. And I have 5 minutes in which to do something that takes 25 minutes. In other words, Mr. Punctual is going to be waiting. Yep. I will have to just get into town, fuel up and park it, and then I'll walk to the bank to make my deposit, because I will not have enough time to drive to the bank, make the deposit, and then go fuel up. I'm going to be late enough as it is, just going straight to fuel up and park. Yeah, I don't like that kind of stress. If the guy would come to work like half an hour late like everyone else does, that'd be wonderful. But he doesn't. He's usually on time. So I don't know how much money I got on. Probably more than $350. I'll be counting it at some point. Probably after I drop the car off. And while I'm walking to the bank. Anyway, it's busy today. Look at all this traffic coming to the airport. And I will 2 more nights to go this week. The time is now 6 minutes after 12 on a Thursday morning. I went to sleep, and I slept past the end of the shift. So, and since it's Thursday, the owner of the car will be driving it after me, so I'm going to wash it and make it all nice. And I passed the exit where I was going to go do that. Oh no. Don't try and do something when you just woke up. I was only out for about, 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna have to make my way back to where I was, back to the car wash. Then I'm gonna wash the car. Then I'm gonna go detail the interior. Yeah. Fuel it and park it, go home. Yeah. Oh. I am tired. And it was a little bit of a slower night tonight. It was somewhat busy until about 1 in the morning. And then I had a 2-hour break till 3. And then I got a little bit busy for an hour and a half or so. And slowed right down at 5:30, and nothing happened anymore. So that's why I only got about 275 on, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. I needed the rest. I needed to not be just working like a crazy. Now, am I going to get the light here to make a turn? Hopefully soon. Did I not go far enough? There we are. They have these sensors that you have to be right on them in order to get the light to change for you. And so I did that. Get some warmth in here because it's been cold. The temperature got down to 12 degrees. In some places it got down to 11. I saw 11 on there just before, or about an hour ago. So now it's showing 12. Yeah, it's nice to wake up in a place that's warm rather than cold. That's what happened when I woke up in the car. Yeah, I don't mind if it was a bit of a slower night. Like I said, I needed a bit of a break. Should go over there. Well, one more night to go after this one, and my week is ended. It's Friday morning. It's Friday morning at 4:47. Friday morning at 4:47, and I've got $365 on. That's acceptable. It's acceptable because at the beginning of the night, I had a few long fares, or longish fares. And back to back, at one point, I had one going out to the Western communities. Then I had a short one in the Western communities, and another one coming back into town. That was good. And then I think I had 200 on by around 10:30. And I had about 240 on by 2 o'clock. No, earlier than that. By midnight. And then most of the morning I just went to sleep. I'd watch some video and I'd fall asleep. Get sent on another little trip. Watch video, fall asleep. Get sent on another trip, watch video, fall asleep, and repeat as many times as necessary. And then I had a call to a hotel to pick up this customer who was coming out to the airport. That was another $65, so that was really good. So yeah, I had 300 on before that one, and now I got 365. And it was in cash too, so I got grocery money. It's going okay. And I was very thankful for those hours of sleep that I got in the morning, where I didn't have to drive like a madman. Well, that just about concludes this one. Hope yours is better than mine.